Oh no! Oh no! Did that happen really? Just got to listen to something, everyone. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, I think... Was the beginning a bit scrambled, possibly, with the music? Hold on. Yeah. Oh dear, we've done that once before. Recently, actually, where the music that plays with the countdown before this live broadcast begins continued playing just slightly underneath the main theme, and at the end of the theme you heard it there as well. I could see something flickering away there visually, and I'm like, no, that should be quiet now. The theme's just finished and I'm about to go live any second. But there we go. Hello again all, says Brenda. She's right in there, you know, not even a chance for me to sort out the technology. Thanks, Brenda. Yes, but there you are. She's in there with a hello again all from her favoured platform on this particular broadcast at the moment, because she'll probably switch over about 4 times from YouTube. Thank you for joining me, Buckeye State, as always. 11 minutes past 11 p.m. Is give or take, probably I would say add on certainly an extra couple of minutes now. I've been waffling a little bit, and yes, I don't know why we're 2 minutes late, but hey, it was a big rush to be here, let me tell you people, but I'm here for you, and because I want to be here to ensure that everyone's together, and why not just to end the 7-day week as Monday looms. Yeah, in approximately 45 minutes it will be Monday, and that's good. For a lot of people it's good because they didn't have a great Sunday. I don't know, particularly the chicken. Yeah, lest we forget all those chickens on a Sunday roast plate. In fact, I was having a conversation about food a short time ago. I've only just finished eating some sweet and sour chicken. That was delicious. I needed it, and I really wasn't sure if I'd be here on time, and I wasn't, was I? A couple of minutes late, sorry. But yeah, I had to stuff that, and as I was saying to people earlier on, 12 hours ago, when I went live, unusually at 11 a.m. on the dot. That's not the unusual bit, but it was on the dot. The fact that it was 11 a.m. UK time. And I did that because of what happened on the previous broadcast to that one, which was 24 hours ago, last night, local time. I was rushing around thinking to myself I had left enough time after finishing all the intense work that I've been doing, and I didn't leave enough time, so again that broadcast was somewhat delayed, but we got there. Anyhow, so I'm really pleased because today I continued this intense work, all this technical stuff. It becomes a bit, I'll say, boring after a while. I certainly learned a lot because, you know, you connect everything together as it should apparently go, and then there's always a problem. And of course the trick is, and that's why we do this sort of thing, we do it well here at Sunshine Productions, is because we know all the little things that could go wrong and will go wrong and have gone wrong, and I know next time when we're on the job exactly what we need to do to rectify that little gremlin in the works. So all is good there, and I'll update you more over the coming days and over this coming week. Well, it's going to be a very, very busy week, everyone, but I will update you on how things are going towards getting the business up and running again. Business that we were dealing with at the end of last year to do with all the live streaming and video work. That's no coincidence that we're here, is it? You see, it's all to do with live streaming, and that's why we're here, talking with you guys and girls, and that's why you're all talking together, because we love it live. Well, what's going on? Music happening. Hello, hello, JJ Cruel. Yes, yes, I know, but their life was not in vain. Hi, Brenda. It's okay. Love the music intro. Yes. But you understand it had something playing that shouldn't have been, but it wasn't too noticeable. So if you're new here, it was all good. Nothing happened. It was all perfectly just fine, and hopefully it's continuing to be so now. What's going on Periscope with all the conversation? Oh my goodness, Periscope, I'm with you now. Hold tight there. Right, you are late. Where are you, Martin? Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Jeff. Next time I'll write some lines. Don't worry, I'll get onto that shortly. Music play. Oh yeah. Well, the music's good. Is it? Yeah. That is mad that's happened. Let me explain why. Hold on. At least you can hear me over the music. Friggin' hey, do you know what, guys and girls? Should we start again? No, I'm not going to do that. If I'd have noticed, thank you for that. That was Jeff telling me initially that the music is playing again. Yeah, Brenda, yeah, yes, indeed it is. Don't worry, the music's going. I've just got to press 3 buttons. It's that one there. It'll be that one right there. That one there. And as if by magic, the music's gone. No, it has. It's gone. And so's the chat. Because oh, you see, there's always something. Love it. Right, let's see. We'll press that there. And now you want your chat back. Otherwise, it'll be hopeless. Right. Okay. Continuing as we should. And I can see now that the music's definitely gone. That's it. I can't hear. Obviously, I can't put speakers on because otherwise you end up having all that feedback howl round. And I can't put any headphones on because if I was wearing headphones now, there's a bit of a delay with this system that we use, like half a second with all the signals going into the software. And then I end up trying to, talk, and I'm hearing myself back very quickly coming back at me. It's impossible. It really is. Anyway, thank you, Jeff. Jeff wins there, definitely. Rosie, you win. I don't know what you win yet, Jeff. Otherwise, huge thanks. Otherwise, it would have carried on playing. Rosie, Martin, you started the music again. You are now talking over the music. Yes, Jeff, I got that. But it hasn't started again now. It's what Jeff said earlier that I didn't quite catch at the time because I was too busy talking. Music is, thank you very much there, Rosie Samantha. Yes, you like to copy what Jeff's saying, huh? That's good, isn't it? All about Brendan. All right, that make me out. I know what you're trying to do here. Just highlight how technically incompetent I am. Yes, thank you very much. I know, but we got there. It's been seriously busy, everyone. It's been a really weird week. A very strange week, from one extreme to the other and then back again. And yeah, let me try. I'm still bugged because this technical device here where I can see everyone on your chat. Can't see you. Don't worry. Don't. That's all right. Don't worry. I can't see you. All right. Those of you that are sort of, just getting ready for the horizontal position, think, boy, you can see us. Oh my goodness me! Put that back on. Goodness me! I can't believe it. No. I'm just. I can see your chat. That's what I meant. As you know. Right. This isn't. I just fear that it's going to suddenly fall down. I'm balancing the old tablet there. Yes. Right. Hi, Mary. Oh, Mary, nice of you to join us at this end of the broadcast. I think the last one, Mary joined us towards the end. I think. Oh, I know what happened, Mary. You didn't even say anything at the end of the last broadcast. I think that's because Mary either caught the very tail end or she started watching a replay, didn't you, Mary? That's what happened. Mary watched the replay of the yes, I'm sure that's what's going on there. Anyway, welcome Mary _London or whatever your name is right now, because maybe there isn't. I can't remember, Mary. It's Mary Mary. Is it of London, if I remember rightly, not from London on one of your handles? It's also Mary of London. There we are on YouTube. Absolutely. Thank you for yes. And it's above the yes. I just got there. Yeah, that's good. Yes. Did you go approach that guy that was look at that straight in it, Brenda? You don't miss a thing, do you? I didn't approach them because by the time we ended our last broadcast, things were relatively quiet outside. But as you ask, I'm ready to share with you exactly what was going on. And as you can see, there you are. I knew we were going to get that topic on this broadcast because it was loud, it was very annoying, and I did say there was a car that had broken down outside, been there for about 72 hours, and there you are, see, changing the tyre. I told you the cameras are on there, so I didn't worry. That's why I didn't sort of look any further, and I wasn't distracted too much during our broadcast because I knew that I'd be able to have a look back and see exactly what they were up to. Oh, where's she gone? There you go, right, lovely. Good, isn't it? See, technology is wonderful when it works. So that's what was going on outside, literally a stone's throw from here. You could have spat and it would have, passed them. That's how close they were. And they were changing 2 tyres on the driver's side of the car. Of course, that's on the other side to what you're usually used to for the drivers if you're in the United States of America, or for that matter, Italy or France. I nearly said Japan, but Japan is one of the few places that drives on the same side of the road as they do in the United Kingdom. Yeah, on the left. Cup of tea, everyone. Good cuppa. And that's good. Just slightly too hot there, but we're doing good. I don't know how I managed to get the tea sorted out as well before I went live. It was a quickness of it all, and just a bit of a whirlwind. Certainly after all the techie stuff I've been getting ready, and as I say, and I was eating. That was great, excellent. Yes, glad you enjoyed it there, Brenda. So now we know what's going on. I must try and keep my eyes on Periscope. Hello, I'm not a bot, says Rosie Samantha. Hi, all on YouTube, says Rosie. And Dannery 2 has joined us. Excellent, glad you could join us. Stick with us, follow all that stuff. I want to say a hello out to Little Miss D 1810. Is it? She's in Scotland, hasn't joined us for ages. She joined us on the last broadcast. The reason I'm saying hello is because I just realised, I remember what she said earlier, which is she probably won't join us because she's having a few pains regularly in the evening when she goes to bed. And but she can't be joining us because she's sleeping, I think, a little earlier than she otherwise would in her condition. But she's following now. I say she, you are, aren't you? I'm sure you'll be watching the replay. Something tells me. I hope so. And I hope that you can. Don't forget, if you're watching the replay, guys and girls, as well, particularly if you're watching on Facebook, you can always leave a comment, even when you're just watching the replay. Yeah, that's the great thing about being on different platforms. You can't leave a comment if you're watching on Periscope, the replay, for example, only when we're live. Why is everyone on YouTube? I don't know, Rosie Samantha. I think, well, they probably aren't aware that you're going to continue allowing them on Periscope. Maybe that's what it is. How much are you charging now for people to rejoin Periscope, Rosie Samantha? What's the membership fee now? Jeff Kearns is in the house on YouTube. People are, it's interesting that people are preferring YouTube. I don't know why. But hey, the thing is, right, Rosie Samantha, between you and me, right, we can have a private conversation. Okay. All right. We can have a private conversation right here now on Periscope. Yeah. They won't know what you're typing to me. Yeah, and I'll be a bit discreet when I reply to you right here, right now. And yeah, but in the meantime, you can still see what everyone else is saying to me because the YouTube chat is up there. I did realise also, literally 5 minutes before we went live, I was like, oh, I haven't looked into that problem properly as to why only YouTube chat is showing on the screen in Vision. I don't, there's not much else I can do to make the chat work again. So I think I'll probably just delete what I did originally and start again. It's quite weird. I haven't switched anything off in the way of Mixer.com or Periscope or Facebook, but yet comments are not there. So if you are watching on the other platforms, sorry, but at the moment we're going to have to just focus on our chat on YouTube and on Periscope as this is live. I will check back on Facebook to see if anyone's left a comment. Someone did the other day, that was Claire. She said, I can't join you live because I'm somewhere and it's very loud. She was out partying, I think it was Saturday night, and yeah, that was understandable. And yeah, she left a message and that was that. And I went back and saw it after. Well, I didn't see it immediately. I think I saw it after a few minutes after she'd left it. But anyway, Rosie, come on over to the dark side. But no, but I like the hearts. Yes, I get you there, but you can also, well, you see on Facebook, you can send likes and things like that, certainly on the mobile version. On Facebook, you can tap away at your screen and continue those likes, and they will appear on the video across the screen. But you can't do that, I don't think, on YouTube at all. But you can always send little icons, I suppose, in the chat and then send off a heart or two, or just type the word heart, maybe. Don't know. Anyway, guys and girls, what is there to tell you? What is there to say? Oh, I know. Jeff says, I prefer Periscope, but it's too hard to see YouTube comments on my mobile phone. Is it? Yes, that's, yeah, but Jeff, dear boy, the friggin' YouTube comments are there on the screen for people like you who have difficulty trying to look at the YouTube comments otherwise. They all should be there, but no excuse, Jeff. You just like Periscope, that's fine. I know, I get it. That's no, you don't need to make an excuse or give us a reason. How about a cactus? That's fine, Brenda, but it's not as good as the cactus we've got here. So we'll move on to that quickly. Wasn't going to do that anytime soon, but as you've mentioned it, there you are, one cactus. It is the headphone splitter. We'll get this out the way because Rosie Samantha's asked me if the name's Lily. Need I just give you an answer to that right now? Considering I just mentioned it and we're still looking for a winner. Right, here we have a cactus, yeah, shaped headphone splitter. You take off the pot, pull the plant away from the pot, and in there there's a jack plug that you plug into your digital device, and then on the end there you can just about see two holes, yes, one each side. Yeah, you got it there, where you put your headphones, two sets of headphones, so you can share the music with somebody who you're sitting next to. And there's also another one that's shaped like a ice lolly, and then of course the Apple ice sponge. Goodness me, I think this is the Apple ice sponge. Is going to disintegrate, but you know how sponges end up sort of perishing, don't they, after a while? The Apple ice sponge can be yours along with those other two items if you answer the following question, which is that if you are telling someone, a lady, something, anything, but you want her to keep it a secret, confidential, what do you think her name would be, ideally? And I don't mean it's going to be like your confidant or something like that. No, there's, again, the example, if you see a man on one knee, what would you expect his name to be, ideally? The answer is Neil. And in the same way, we're looking for a female name to the question that I just asked. And if you want to have a repeat the question, yes, I'll repeat it one more time. Oh, where's my cursor before we go? Oh, I think, don't tell me the cursor. Hang on a minute. Has the cursor been on the wrong screen as well? Yesterday, the cursor, we have two screens here. One is like the control screen in front of me, and the other one is the one that you're watching, and the cursor goes across between the two if you're not careful, like a dual screen computer for those that are interested to know and understand all that stuff. Yesterday it was kind of over there somewhere. You see, look, I'm moving it around now on the screen. I think you can see it there. Right, get it off there. Anyway, so thank you very much there. Brenda's got the heart sorted out. If you want to move over to Periscope, anyone who's but it's not the same. It's not the same as just dabbing the screen gently. If you're watching Periscope live or on the replay, do press the screen gently. The hearts will appear. We love the hearts. That's brilliant. Also, don't forget to press the up arrow on Periscope in the middle of the screen at the bottom. Share this out right now if you're watching live with people that you're connected with. They can enjoy. And follow by pressing the 3 dots in the bottom corner. Follow me on YouTube as well. Certainly subscribe. Also on Facebook, as well as all other platforms. Do make sure we are connected because competitions and things will be happening more and more going forward. I did say that going forward, but yes, first time, second time so far in this broadcast. Hopefully we won't keep repeating the same thing much more, because that was getting a bit repetitive, wasn't it? That was getting a bit repetitive, wasn't it? Yes, right, okay, good. Salamander 11. Oh goodness me, the old salamander. Is that a red salamander? Probably, yes. Is it the name of a shop? No, what? Oh, you mean like Victoria? No, it's not. No, it's not Victoria's Secret. It's nobody's secret. No. Goodness me, I can't believe it, guys and girls. I can't believe that the competition, you know, and the thing is, the more and more this goes on, the more I'm thinking, is it fair? Because remember, it's something that it's not something I've heard somewhere else. It's exclusive to moi. Someone else must have thought of this before, but I thought of it, and I'm like, yes, that person's name would definitely fit that description. So we'll have it as a competition. What else is going on? I'm getting a bit. I'm just getting frustrated that I'm having to check down here on this digital device for Periscope, and on the screen is working beautifully for YouTube. Mohammed H Bib 12. Hello to you. Darn it, I'm trying. Hello. You're doing very well, Rosie Samantha, because for every one you get wrong, you're one step closer to getting it right. But there's quite a few female names out there. And don't forget, there's, you know, English, French, Italian. I think we've already established, though, that this is, well, this name, you were asking if it was a common name or not. I think it's certainly in the 2000s, yeah? Between 2000 and 2011. The name, I think, was quite popular. Still is, but it's not a name that you would necessarily hear in the UK, maybe in, I don't know, 1911. Who knows? I don't know. Right. Quit this competition and move on, says Mary of London. Well, Mary, there's no point in getting any items of your clothing and attire in a knot over this. Come on. All right. But I think if things are going to plan in Westminster here in London and with the politicians, then possibly we'll be out of Europe before the competition's solved, the way things are going at the moment, judging by everybody's reaction or lack of the correct reaction and response. I don't know. Serenity or what? Wait a second. Found the heart. Oh dear. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. I've just noticed something here. Serenity or Trinity. I'm not going to choose either. Neither should you. Right. I'm throwing my toys out of the pram. You are, Mary. That's one large pram you've got there. That's for sure. And the toys, well, there's certainly adult toys. Did I say that? Freudian slip, but there's certainly adult toys and not toddlers toys. Okay. All right. So, oh dear, at this moment, this is where I wish we had 2 cameras. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, that moves us nicely onto the next thing. We have got technically a second camera. This was for Patty in Wisconsin, and she's not here at the moment. Where is Patty? She's certainly in Wisconsin, unless she's gone for a further drive than usual. I don't know which platform Patty's on right now. I think it's platform Crystal Ball, probably. Yeah, she's just picking this up in the ether with her 6th sense. But I just wanted to share with you, everyone. The question was put to me the other day: what's it like in and around where you are? Because you're not in the city and you have to travel into London, and you've been doing so weekly, etc., etc. So what's it actually like there? It seems like it's countryside. And the answer is, yay, look at that, it's countryside. Goodness me, thought I'd just. And this was great, this sky, when you had those heavy, thick clouds the other day. That was pretty awesome, don't you think? But anyhow, There we go. Now I can't remember. I think did that have music on it? That video. I can't remember. Let me have a listen here. I could just see it playing back there. Oh yeah. I'd forgotten when I played it to you just now. I forgot that it had the music on it, which is why I kept on babbling. And I intended just to play it with the music. There you go. Should we play it one more time then with me shutting up? I think that's a good idea. I think that's probably one of the last awesome days, as you just saw, like with the sunshine really seriously shining, and there's been on and off rain, hence the big clouds. I think that particular day it was all overcast when I left where I travelled from into London, and then by the time I was in London it had started clearing up, so on the way back that's what we saw. So I hope you enjoyed that, people, and I hope we're not going out of sync as well. I don't think we are. No, we're not. That's good, because the other day Jeff was quick to tell me, I say the other day, I think it was 24 hours ago, that we're out of sync, and I kind of knew that was going to happen, and before you knew it, it was all back in sync. I was on the case there already. But anyway, there you go. What's going on with the chat? Sorry. Oh, yes, it did. Oh, how pretty. Very well done. Thank you very much, Brenda. And yes, Corolla is definitely tortured at the moment. And it's for a curious person like you, this competition. Absolutely. By the way, talking of curious things, how's your gnome stuff going there and your creations going there, Corolla? All good? What have you been up to? What have you been creating recently? Foodstuffs, maybe? Baking? Someone mentioned they were going to do some baking on our one of the recent broadcasts. So pretty. Yes. What can I say? Thank you so much, Brenda. But you know what? I was actually thinking that the countryside and the video that I showed you was quite nice as well. Anyway, people, moving on to our chat down here. It is on Periscope. It says here, it is a long or short name, says Rosie Samantha. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is a long or a short name, Rosie Samantha. Oh, goodness me. It's a mad 5 minutes, everyone. Absolutely. Oh, it's a David Allen moment. There we go. Oh, David Allen. Oh, we like you, David Allen, wherever you are. We love what you were getting up to there, getting things wrong all those years ago. Hence the infamous David Allen mad moments. And David's in Florida somewhere. The state of Fleur. Hello, Patty. Oh, Patty, I don't know, honestly. Really. You've missed it, Patty. Actually, you haven't. No, you're just in time. I'm going to share this with you, Patty, and everyone else. Look at that. Look. Oh, dear. I tell you, I couldn't resist this. It was in the refrigerator, the fridge. And after I had my sweet and sour chicken, I'm like, I've got to go live. I've got to go live now. And I thought, no, I need a chocolate fix. So, it's late to be having this, but you know what? I won't be going to bed anytime soon. I think I've got about another 4 hours of work to do on the computer, emails and all. Oh yeah, and then in the morning very early as well. Well, and it's just the morning in 22 minutes technically, as you know. What is it? Says Patty. That is sort of like a chocolate trifle, they call it. Very, very sugary, very chocolatey, with some faux cream on top, and then loads and loads of chocolate in there, whipped up and everything. Yeah, very naughty, but delicious. Oh yeah, excellent stuff. And then to go with that, a cup of tea. Yummers, what is that? Brenda's eyes have just popped out. Yes, I knew that was going to happen, Brenda. The gnome has a pumpkin doll friend now. 4 more hours of work. Yes, indeed, Jeff. How cute, JJ. Do you have a pic? Yes, exactly. You need to post more pictures. I don't think we'll be getting into that right now, possibly, but not at the moment, not in the next minute or two, because the computer's busy doing other things, I think, and it's working as well. Don't want to upset it right now. Yes, Jeff, I've got about another 4 hours of work, and it's now 20 minutes just shy of 20 minutes to midnight. Loads to do, serious amounts to do. Thing was, again, what I was doing today was trying to sort out the audio feed for the live streaming kit, yeah, and just test it all out. And you know, the time you get it all together, and this cable and that cable, and you connect it all up, and something's not quite right. Yeah. Oh, I've got a technical question for you guys and girls. Does anyone out there own an iPad, a tablet, particularly an Apple branded tablet? Because I want to know if ever you've seen the volume, the headphone volumes adjust itself, particularly in a downward way, turning the volume down. Have you seen that at any time? Because my one was doing that today. I didn't want it to. I learned very quickly about that function and functionality. I haven't worked out yet how to switch it off though. I don't know whether you can switch that off, but I will have to look into that a little bit more. I've kind of got a workaround, which is don't have the volume going into the iPad so loud, but when the input is just a little bit over the top, it brings the volume down, the headphone volume down. And for someone like I, and what I was trying to do, it was very frustrating. Yes, says Patty. Mary, Patty, yes, what? Yes, what's that? What, yes, what? Is this, what? Yes, with the pictures. Is that what it is? Not noticed, says Mary of London. No, you probably haven't had the volume as loud as I had today. Well, the thing is, not many people stick audio into their iPad or cell phone like I was, you know, to record or to broadcast in this case. So yeah. Oh, look, do you know what? I'm looking at this still picture. I don't think it will play again. If we cross to it, it might play again. So stand by. I'm not expecting it to. Ooh. Well, I didn't expect it to play. I see what's happened now. I'm looking at a still picture. Now I've come back to the camera here, and I can see you metaphorically. You can certainly see me. But on the other screen that I have here, the preview screen, I've got a still picture, and I thought it was because the VT video had completed and finished. But actually, it's the first frame of it now. I've just realised and been reminded. And it did just play again. Patty, that was actually prompted by your good self the other day when you were asking what the landscape was like around where I am, where I'm travelling into London and everything. Yeah, the countryside here in England. And yes, it's pretty decent on a day like that. So I hope you enjoyed that. I never noticed either the volume, says Patty Whisker. No. Well, as I say, you possibly haven't. But you never know, it might have been a common thing, but, oh, hang on. Yes, just double checking that's good. Yes, I thought for a moment we'd lost power. And then you might think, oh, well, why are we still broadcasting them? Because we're on battery backup power as well. So if the power does go, it's all good stuff here. Oh, thank you. Oh, there you are. No problem. I was just on the screen here. Right, everyone. What you got planned for the week ahead? That's what I want to know. I do want to know that, definitely. And while you're telling me that, I'm going to try and just double check something here. Again, I was so busy. I didn't have a chance to actually make a note of this. So it's on my other digital device here where all the comments are. But yes, so I'm glad I remembered this quote here. I saw it on social media today, and I'm like, you know what? There's nothing like someone giving you a taste of your own medicine, reminding you of something that you often share with others yourself, which is the trick is that as long as you know who you are and what makes you happy, it doesn't matter what other people think, yeah, and what how they see you. And it's very true, very true. So I just thought I'd throw that in. The spanner in there somewhere, into the works. Yeah, the trick is that as long as you know who you are and what makes you happy, it doesn't matter how others see you, effectively. Yeah, and it's true, you know. You need to know what makes you tick. Yeah. And what floats your boat. Yeah. Or, I don't know, maybe it's a canoe for some people, or possibly not even that. It's probably a dinghy. An inflatable certainly is for myself there. Right, on that scale of things. Work Monday to Friday, doctor appointment mid-week, says Patty. Oh, okay. I hope that goes okay at the doctor. Is it, let me see. I'm just trying to work out if I'll be travelling north or south for that one, the doctor's appointment. I mean, to arrive there, not for what you'll be discussing with him. My week dentist diabetically, so exciting. Okay, Mary. I've definitely got to focus on that side of life very soon. Actually, people, I have to sort out the dental work that's required. Plenty of that, and it's pretty frightening actually. I know I need about 3 fillings actually. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Mary. But Mary's not surprised with all that stuff going in your gob. I know. Oh dear. Yes, it is chocolate. Chocolate trifle. There we go. Lovely. Excellent. That's definitely, excuse me, done and dusted. Mainly work on job. Only 2 nights this week, and then a festival. What sort of festival, Brenda? We've got a festival coming up soon. It's called Halloween. You might have heard of it. 31st of October. So in about just over 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks ish. And people, and of course this year apparently the 31st of October is very significant here in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland because we're supposed to be departing Europe. Will that happen? We'll have to wait till November the 1st to find out, I suppose. Just check up all he's got. Right. The other thing I need to do as well is definitely have the eyeballs checked as well. It's about time. Yeah. I've been reminded about that just by looking at your comments there and seeing a big mush on the screen. Oh, not quite, but we'll be getting there fast, I'm sure, as the next few years go on. You know what I'm saying? None of us are getting any younger. Right, what's going on Periscope? Is anything? Yes, it is. Can anyone play an instrument? Just asking. Rosie Samantha, she asked that question. Goodness, I wish it had a timestamp as to when you actually typed that in your comments, because I'm just right. Yes. I wonder if anyone's going to answer that question. Rosie Samantha wants to know if anyone can play an instrument. Yeah, if you're capable, if you're skilled at playing. I used to, when I was at school, I started to learn. I wanted to learn the trombone, but then I think my arms was too short at the time. That was it, yeah. And so it had to be another brass instrument with the valves on it, usually 3 valves on the rest of the brass instruments in the band. And so I chose something called the baritone horn, which is kind of a small tuba. And I enjoyed playing that badly, but I didn't do it for long, maybe about 18 months, something like that. But and I didn't ever, I think I played a couple of times together with people at one of these nativity plays, yeah, in the festive season at Christmas. But yeah, I really didn't get into that too much, and other people far better than I continued with their music classes. That was like an extracurricular thing as well. It was between the regular lessons at school. There's something they used to do there. Sorry, can't manage to post a picture. Okay, never mind. It's called the Renaissance Festival. Dressing up, and what are you going to dress up as, Brenda? Don't know what's going wrong, says Corolla. I don't know, why can't you post a picture? You can't do that. Oh dear. Well, maybe you'll have to go live and point your camera at this thing, you know? Go live yourself. She said, no way. No way. Holland will not be going live anytime soon. Certainly Hurling won't be anyway. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, one day, you never know. By the way, I've just realised that your visit to England is fast approaching, isn't it, Corolla? And so too is our past visitor and viewer. And her name was, it's at the tip of my tongue. The the name. She only discovered us about 2 weeks ago, as I broadcast at this moment in time, and it was Was it Raider by any chance? Raider N. That rings a bell. If I remembered that name well, another viewer from New York, and apparently was visiting London very soon. I can't remember if it was before or after yourself, Carola. Anyway, I played the French horn, and then I was so bad as well, they gave me a tambourine. Right, Brenda, yes. Oh, it could have been worse. Could have been the triangle. Yeah, never got that really, but don't know what's going wrong, said Carola. Only once, but I've just read it for a second time regarding posting pictures. I used to play bass guitar. Seriously? Bass guitar. Okay. No strings attached there, eh? Yes, it was Raider. You are right. Was it really? Oh, are you familiar with Raider then? Is she a regular on Periscope? That was it. And I think it's Raider N, the letter N after her name. And she was most interested in a few tips on visiting London. I can't believe it's not one of those things, you know. If you try and remember something, sometimes it just doesn't work out. I mean, if you don't particularly try and remember it, sometimes it just sticks for some reason. Wow, an organ. You kind of lost me there, Carola, when you say an organ. Well, you used to play an organ as well. And there's a joke there somewhere. Brenda, don't even go there. Same with you, Patty, as well, and certainly Mary of London. No. And yes, right. I've seen her before, but we do not follow each other. Right, understood. So she does frequent social media, and particularly Periscope, the live streaming app that is awesome. Hello, JJ, stop it now. Yes, I've moved on. The trouble is, of course, by the time I see your comments, I have to revert back, and then it's like, oh, he's still dwelling on that. Anyway, people, there you go. What else has been happening here? I'm still thinking of, there's a couple of items I wanted to mention. Oh, I know what I wanted to mention. I know what it was as well. In the past week, there was a judgment made in Parliament over here. Mary, you're going to know all about this. Why me? She says, because you will. That's why. You know, if you wouldn't, then I wouldn't have said your name. But you know all about it. And obviously you're in London, and you know you're British here, and know what's going on. Certainly when it comes to us trying to leave Europe still. And this week there was a judgment made where our Prime Minister has been found guilty of basically breaking the law. Well, what he did was unlawful. Notice it wasn't illegal; it was unlawful. Big difference in law and legal terms. Anyhow. The judgment was made by the Supreme Court. And what was fascinating, I learned something very, very quickly. And I couldn't believe it. But in the Supreme Court, the number of people that decided and voted, and the number of judges that are actually there to make a decision, was 11. I mean, friggin' A. Out of all the numbers, yeah, in a jury in a criminal court case, you have 12 people, fine, yeah? But here at the Supreme Court, when it comes to this type of decision and the way they work, 11! I couldn't believe it when I heard it. And actually, do you know what? Do you know, I've just been reminded by my good self, there's something to share with you guys and girls. I knew there was something else as well, hiding away there with all the technology. And just check this out, yeah? The other day, I went to go and nuke myself something, and as I did so, I looked at the packet, and could you believe it? Not any other number, but if you wanted to microwave this food, not 7.5 minutes or 8, not even 10, but frigging 11 minutes or an hour. I mean, you can't write this SH1T, you really can't. I mean, of all the numbers, someone's actually decided. They've sat there, they've stuck the oven on, and they've tested this food and product and said, you know what? It tastes best at this temperature for 11 minutes. I mean, they could have said, you know, reduce the power, cook it longer, or the other way round, but no. They decide anyway. Just saying, people, and all old farts. Mary says, well, it depends if you've had a curry recently or not. I mean, if you have, then I guess they're going to be more fresh. Never mind. Anyway, right, yes. Brenda says, "Wow." I think that's referring to the fact that we've got to use the microwave for 11 minutes if you want to cook the food. Yes. It's crazy. I took a great drive today and took some pictures and came home and cleaned my house. 11. Yes, yeah, exactly. I see you were just typing that, and then I got that comment there, Patty. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Really, really is. Yeah. This is going to be a good week ahead, by the way, people. It has been the 29th of September, 2019. I'm about to exit that day along with Mary. No, we're not going anywhere together now or any time in the near future for that matter. But the point is, for Mary and I, we're going to be joining, I nearly said JJ Crawl. I wouldn't have been wrong, would I there, Carola? But anyhow, and again, newbies are thinking, what? What's he on about? That's the great thing, you see. That's why joining our community sooner rather than later helps, because you know when you start listening to people, famous people, regular broadcasters, more regular than I on television and traditional radio, and they're like, oh yeah, that's that they say something and it's between them sort of having a good old joke about something that happened 5 years ago when they were getting into the business and all that. Yeah. So my keto bread I make takes 90 seconds in the microwave. It says Mary. I'm like, are you sure about that, Mary? Are you sure it's 90 seconds? Yeah. I'm wondering whether it should be 111 seconds. I think it's worth a try. What do you think? For an extra 21 seconds, Mary, it might be worth just turning the dial a little bit extra or putting the digits up if it's a digital one. Just saying. But there you have it. So, yeah. It's all going. As I was just about to say to you, it's going to be a good week ahead anyway. Certainly after today being the date that it is, and I've got some exciting stuff. I'm going to be back in London. Yeah, so do join me. I will be going live. Don't forget to follow as I go on my travels and journeys. What else is happening this week that's exciting? Finishing off the basic kit for broadcasting. I know what I need to mention to you guys and girls. Almost an appeal, but not just yet. I did mention the other day regarding supporting things financially. Oh yeah. It's not easy to do really and say that, but I mean, they always say simply if you don't ask, you don't get. But it's not quite like that. It's very simple that when we go out and about, there are costs involved. There's always a cost involved as soon as you rise from the horizontal position in the morning, from the first moment you exit wherever it is you're sleeping, yeah, and head to the bathroom and then the kitchen and what have you. All costs in one way or another, all this stuff. Anyhow, more specifically and poignantly, when we're out and about, we have the costs. The one thing that you can't fail to realise is data costs. Data is still an expensive thing, and I've just invested in another SIM card. And you might say, what? Why? What are you talking about? Well, as you know, your mobile phone, most of them, certainly the Apple products, which we use here, and most Android for that matter, they take one SIM card and that's your connection to the outside world. But in the future, I'll be using more than one SIM card, certainly on the more professional broadcasts that we're going to be doing, hopefully sooner rather than later, when I'm talking to various people and bringing you events and things like that. And so the device that we use takes more than one SIM card. So I had to subscribe to another one, another $45 US a month. And that allows us to have a better signal, because the better devices and more professional devices, they use two SIM cards at the same time and they bring the bandwidth all together, so it's really juicy signal. And the great thing is as well, you can have one SIM card on one network, one on the other. So if you're going away from that broadcasting tower there that's on, say, well, network number 1, and you're driving towards network number 2, yeah, there's a crossover point, but you don't lose a signal, and yeah, it's really, really good stuff. And you'll see as and when we go live. So anyway, yeah, I thought I'd just mention the fact that we will be. I think I'll probably have to go on the Patreon website. That's what we'll do, something like that anyway. But I've got to decide what's more, what's the word? More, not relevant, more, I've lost the word now, more appropriate. That was the word. That's a good one. Sorry, what are these comments saying here? London Calling again, a Clash song. Yes, London Calling. I remember that one too. Corolla, absolutely. Where I've certainly left out a few comments, so I need to read them. Left them out, or haven't read them. That's the point. Awesome kind of, oh yes. I see what you're talking about there. JJ, I listened to today. I see. Brenda, good idea. Data on Sky is great. You can build up data, carry it over every month into a piggy bank. Yeah, I'd like to know the cost of that, Mary. We really need unlimited data though, because when you don't know, at any moment you could be going live on something and arrange something just 24 hours before. You know, I think I got a good deal anyway for what we're going to be doing. But at the moment, I mean, the way things are, before you know it, you've sort of spent $150 a month. That's what, 125 UK pounds sterling at the moment. The time you pay for your mobile digital device on a contract, and then you've got the data for it, plus you've got your second data card we've got here, and all the other bits and and then of course subscription to some of the software that we use as well. You know, that's not free necessarily. We have to pay for that somehow, but that's kind of slightly different cost to all that, because well, people who we'll be working with will be hopefully funding. They'll be paying for the service on that side of things. Yikes! 15 unlimited, £15 unlimited for Sky data. Is that right, Mary? That's freaking awesome. That's one of the cheapest, most affordable prices that I've known, because I think the people that have, the trouble is there hasn't been a great signal for 3 mobile, and 3 are the people that I know for a long time. I think they were the first ones to offer unlimited data in the UK. Trouble was with them, you know, often there's been no signal. It's like going into a restaurant and someone saying all you can eat, just all you can eat, X amount of money. But of course, when you look over there at where all the food is, there's only like, well, just 2 slices of pizza there, nothing much more. Yeah, so that's great if the product is there to be had. Yeah. You've lost me. What? £15 unlimited and 1 gigabit. You've totally lost me there, Mary. What are you trying to tell us? 5 gigabits? No, but you just said unlimited, £15. So now, data on... no, I'm confused now, because it's either £15 and it's all unlimited, or it's 5 gig for £24. In which case, why would you go for 5 gig at £24 if you just told us that 15 is unlimited? I've obviously misunderstood somewhere there. Sorry. Everyone, it's 3 minutes past midnight here, which means that it's Monday morning, and I join Corolla, and so does Mary. We're all together now on this side of the international date line, time zones, and all that. Yeah. So it's Monday here. In the United States of America, it's still Sunday. So yesterday, as we remind you again. That was the problem I had there in the UK. No data connection. Yes, Brenda, absolutely. You did have a problem, and yeah, I don't know what was going on with your device at the time. Could have been yes, it could have been your not so ideal telephone. Look it up. Oh, absolutely, Mary, I will do that. But I've already opted for a very good service, and it's you know, it should be fine. I'm going to test it out in the coming week actually, and Well, reporting back to you how things are going technically, as I say. Right, what's going on here on Periscope? Hold on, I live in England. I'm forgotten over here on Periscope, says Rosie Samantha. Rosie Samantha, you're not too far from the truth there. Sorry about that. Can anyone play an instrument? Just asking. You asked that earlier, but there you are. You got your money's worth. Yeah, I've covered that question now twice, repeated it, and there you are. It was worth asking us earlier on. Lady Liz 2 and Edster 22. Oh goodness me! The next person to join us will be something or other 222, I guess, or is that what they'll be wearing? Yeah, 222. I don't know. Anyway, any other questions, people, before we start saying goodbye to one another? Can't believe the time, and I'm just looking at the clock and thinking, oh my goodness, I have still got so much to do on the computer and with all the techie stuff. And if I do it now, it might be 3 or 4 hours work, but at least it'll be done. If I have to pick up on that in the future, Monday or Tuesday, then it'll probably take me longer than 3 or 4 hours to sort out the time I pick up the pieces, so to speak. Brenda's putting all sorts of funny faces there on YouTube. Okay. By the way, if I look over there to the chat, of course I'm looking the wrong way. I have to look that way, the wrong way, to look at the chat, because the chat for me is over there. That's mad. But is that better? Yeah, that's. I'm looking at Brenda. No, actually, I can do that. I can do that. There we are. Because I'm now looking at this device over here, which is there. It's very confusing, really. You literally, it's like one of those films where, a bit like Roger Rabbit, you know, where the actors, they had to pretend that they visualized Roger Rabbit, yeah, and they were acting in reality because there was no rabbit there because it was all animated on later on. Oh yeah. Right, everybody gone quiet. I like that shirt, Brenda Tupper. Which one's that, Brenda? I'm confused now. Not I guess you're talking to me about this shirt. And if you are, let me just remind you all. Actually, my favourite is definitely Pepsi Cola. There you are. If you didn't mean that shirt, Brenda, I thought I'd stand up and let everyone see the. I wore this the other day as well, actually. Yeah, and it looks very similar, the colour, as I'm looking. This now this is blue. This is a definitely more blue than the other one, the other grey one the other day. Yeah, so just saying, because you were this, and this looks more blue in this light than it actually is as well. So yeah, something going on here. That one, yes, excellent, Brenda. Glad, excellent. And Mary of London is blowing the saxophone, twanging the old violin and the guitar, and apparently, Mary, you having a party or karaoke, something like that? Yeah, good stuff. Right, Rosie Samantha, I know you live in England and you're forgotten over here on Periscope because you said that earlier, and I purposely just read that again. Just wondering if I'd missed anything else on. I think Rosie's gone to sleep, everyone. She hasn't commented in the last, or at least 30 seconds. No, 4 or 5 minutes. So yeah, she's probably given up. Is that what it is, Rosie? You've given up commenting because I don't exactly respond immediately anyway. I cannot minimise your YouTube, do other things. Good point, Patty. Very, very good point. Sugar-free strawberry and watermelon tango is nice, says Mary. I've never. Tango used to be just the orange. We talk about the drink, yeah, the fizzy drink, the pop, the soda that is Tango, and it used to be, of course, the is it Sunkist in the United States, Amerisky, and then the it is definitely, and it's similar but not the same thing. But it never used to be a favourite of mine. Tango has to be said, not the original Tango, and I haven't tried any of the other flavours since it originally came out, but maybe I should. But you say sugar free, often the sugar free has always got that sort of, I say, weird taste, you know. Certainly the cordials, orange cordial and the fruit juice cordials, where you add water to taste, yeah. The ones that are sugar free, they're not great for me. You know, I'd sooner just not have any than that, and just drink water, quite frankly. Patty, I'm looking at the iPhone 11 as well too. Yeah. Why is it? I mean, the iPhone 11 does look rather interesting. It's got 3 cameras on it, hasn't it? You see, two of my best numbers in the world. Number 3, number of lenses on it, cameras, and it's an iPhone 11. I used to like the drink Tab. I just about remember it, and honestly, I had totally forgotten about Tab. I would never remember that name ever, unless someone like yourself brought it up in conversation. But Tab, yeah. I'm trying to visualize what it looked like as well. Tab. I can't remember. It was pinky or red sort of can. I think it was, wasn't it? Possibly. Yeah, how time flies, and things are not forever, and all those products that used to be that are no longer. Certainly candy and confectionery over here in the UK. The one that I always used to love is something called a Texan bar. Do you know what? I just reminded myself, everyone. I realised this about 20 minutes ago and took no action because we were busy talking and doing other stuff. But I have forgotten the whole broadcast. I don't think we've used that. Obviously, at the beginning, I would usually introduce myself using the graphics. But I don't think I did at the beginning because we just went off and started, well, I say rambling, just talking about stuff. But there you are. If you're new here, you know who I am now. Yeah. So please do follow and subscribe. In the meantime, there's another comment from, hold on a second. Rosie Samantha says, I am busy dreaming at the moment and I have fallen asleep. So I'll catch you all at the next broadcast. Okay, that's good. That's good. Apparently, she's certainly not typing on Periscope at the moment. So yes, the sixth sense definitely working there, and I think Rosie Samantha's sort of in La La Land at the moment now, with all the dreams and the sugar coated, probably I was going to say candy floss, cotton candy to those of you that prefer the Americanisms. Mary, I think we still have here in the US, what's that? iPhone 11 has a... Yes. I was going to say does it, but now you've said that, yes. Because I tell you, I think that Samsung are ahead when it comes to the actual quality of the pictures and images. And Adam, who you all know from Encore Media, regulars will know. Haven't seen him for a while. I know you haven't, but, well, not regularly for a while. He has an Android phone. He did have a Samsung phone originally, and at that time he was comparing with the iPhone, and really there was no question about it. The iPhone wasn't as good as the Android, and yeah, but you know, what can I say? Taking everything into account, I do prefer the platform that is Apple and all this goodness that they produce. I've got Vosine shampoo the other day. Not had that since I was a kid. Very, 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 very strange, Mary. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. You know what? Now the funny thing is, everyone, this is you're not going to believe this. Mary's about to fall over, and probably some would say, you know, what is it you do when you're literally in hysterics? Piss yourself? I mean, yes, yeah, wet yourself, whatever. But Mary, I've got to tell you, really and truly, the crazy thing is that somewhere over here, we have this. Okay, now that's just freaked me out pretty much. It certainly freaked you out. If you have never had this stuff, everyone, you don't drink it. I wouldn't consume it if I was you. Vosine shampoo. It smells like something that's just come off of sort of Ward 11 of your local hospital. But the great thing about this is it works. Yeah, it just works. And you know what, Mary? I've tried all I can to get away from that stuff personally over the years. But it just works. Everything else, you've got to squeeze it twice as much. This, the slightest dribble, and it works. Yeah, it gets rid of the grease if you've got greasy hair. It keeps your hair, you know, from being dry. It does for me anyway. Mine's a teardrop shot. Yes, I've seen those as well, actually. That's funny. It is, Brenda. It's more than funny. It's ridiculous. Does he like the heart? Yes, Adam prefers. That's exactly what he's got at the moment there, Brenda, as a telephone, I do believe. Yes, it does work. It really does. It really does. And I'm used to the smell now, but it's very, very, very strong, and it's a bit like when you go into the dentist and you've got that dentist smell. You cannot mistake Vosine. And in fact, for a while I noticed another brand. It was, you know, sometimes, you know, like just like, look, well, for example, just like the cookies, and I'm going to be good, I'm not having any of these right now, but just like these are usually made by McVitie's. Oh yeah, we had them on standby just in case, but I've had the chocolate instead, so I'm not going to have but you see, these are produced by Tower Gate. Yeah, they're slightly more affordable, the fruit shortcakes, but they're actually McVitie's, the originals. Yeah, and in the same way, the Vosine that I just showed you somewhere over there we go, the Vosine shampoo, I saw one recently and he had a different name on it, but it was exactly the same, and I wouldn't buy it. I did not buy it. I waited until I saw Vosine specifically, and I think it's made in the same factory. It's just a different name and brand for the rest of Europe and the world, potentially. I think, can't remember what the name was at all. Oh, by the way, Mary of London, are you aware that they're bringing back the original name for Snickers bars in the UK? I think they may have even started, but it's been announced that for a limited, one of those, and a limited time only as well, Marathon will be returning to the shelves in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Marathon is what Snickers used to be called for many, 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 many years, and then suddenly it was changed just to for the consistency in the brand name around the planet. Did get that? Hey, what? Hang on a minute. What's this? Tar smell? Tar? Do you think so? Orange Crush. What's going on here? Orange Crush. I've got to think about that one there, Patty. Tar smell. You think it smells of tar? Vosine. Hang on a minute. No, it smells of Vosine. Or Vosine as opposed to Vosine. Oh dear. Mind you, the logo makes you think there might be an accent on there somewhere. Why do I keep doing that? Getting it on the wrong side of the screen there. Yeah, let's see. Vosine. But it's Vosine. All one word, one syllable. There are 3 different iPhone 11s. Yes, it's a good point, Patty. There absolutely are. I remember it now you said it. Yes. I don't know which one you're going to go for. Hopefully the most expensive one, because you can afford it. But, you know, you have to weigh it all up and see, you know, which one actually suits your needs and requirements. Tar smell. You've been into Lidl. Yes, Mary, I have been to Lidl. That's where I got the fruit short thingy. What's it's from, actually? Yes, the cookies, biscuits. Did you get that? Yeah. No, hang on. Yeah, I got that about the number of telephones, Patty. Yes, I did. Aldi doing a 5-foot odd pigs. Okay, yeah, that's good if you like that sort of thing. I can't say I'm a great fan of pigs in blankets. Yeah, for those that aren't aware, the pigs in blankets are the sausages wrapped in bacon. Yeah. Yes. Do you all have Butterfingers in the UK? Well, my fingers are okay, thank you very much. I mean, you might be a bit clumsy yourself, but speak for yourself. Yes, I heard about Marathon. Excellent. Yes, indeed, the London Marathon. That'll be, I guess, what time of year is it these days? April time-ish, springtime. Yeah, that'll be here before we know it. It's scary, but it's true. Getting back to that other point, yes, being serious for a moment. Butterfingers, I can't recall. We have all butter this and butter that. And those cookie biscuits that I showed you recently, people, they were sort of, butter cookie things? Yes. Anyway, and they were from the same place as those Tower Gate cookie biscuits that I just showed you a short time ago, and where Mary knows as well. Right, okay, everyone. It's fantastic. I love the fact that Rosie Samantha, she's going to be picking up hopefully on the broadcaster in tomorrow, maybe. if not today, Monday, when she wakes up. So it'll either be Monday or Tuesday. And we expect you to tell us exactly what went on, Rosie Samantha, when you fell asleep during our broadcast. I think that's quite hilarious. Oh, is it your phone, your telephone, or your other digital device that you're watching on must have fallen asleep and lost power as well? That must be what it is, huh? Yes, we can get Butterfingers, Mary says. Oh, good. Right. And an American, what's this? We have an American shop not too far away, Mary of London says. Yeah, what, 3,000 miles, Mary? It's not far, considering how long the distance is if we wanted to be in Australia. Just saying. But poor Rosie, tell her hello. I could do, but she won't hear me. I'm sure she's spark out. I think that's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, we've all done that, haven't we? Watching TV, listening to the radio, and listen, what else? Yeah, falling asleep. It's nice when you fall asleep like that sometimes, though. Yeah, as long as you're not missing anything urgent. And I don't think this is urgent, despite us all loving being together here in this little community. But I'm going to make things a little easier for everyone now, as in let you carry on with the rest of your lives now, people. Mary's heading for sleep, so am I, but in about 3 hours time now. Rosie Samantha, well, she's there already, dreaming of all the pixies and fairies, and as I said before earlier on, all the sugar-coated niceties. Probably a stick of rock in Southend. That's what they have in the area that she resides in. Good old Southend, stick of rock. Yeah, that will make sure you got to go to the dentist. I'm just reminding myself what we were talking about earlier. Got to get to the frigging dentist sooner rather than later. Tell you something, guys and girls, if I do go to the dentist, we're probably going to have to cancel this broadcast and any of these broadcasts for a good 7 days while I recover. I won't be able to speak too much, and you'll just think that I'm on a sherry or something like that. I like stove top chicken stuffing. That's all right for you to say, Mary, but what about the poor vegans out there, such as our good friend, always remember him when I think vegan, Elliot Mann. Yeah, and Vegan Doe, for that matter, who's in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Oh, yeah, wonder what she's up to these days. Good old Vegan Doe. Yeah. And another handful of other people, ensuring that we're well aware that becoming vegan is not as difficult as we might think to have to do, and it's all achievable, and it's very healthy as well. I couldn't agree with that more. But yeah, I'm not changing anytime soon because I just enjoy what I enjoy, and that's it really. So no. Yeah. Did you see a video of firearms police in Chigwell? I don't. No, I didn't. What was that all about, Mary? I did hear. What did I hear that was quite serious? Oh, well, there was a shooting. Was there a shooting? Oh, yeah. Another murder, I think it was, in North London in the last 24 hours or so, certainly over the weekend. Ilford, there were gunshots in the town of Ilford, which is sort of East London, on the borders of London and the home counties, as we call it. And that's actually an area I'm very, very familiar with. From my days of, when I was a teenager and all that, a child in that area. But anyway, Mary, if you'd like to wrap up with that comment and just clarify what you're telling us about, unless you want to say it till next time, I'm going to say it's 22 minutes past the hour of midnight on the 30th of September 2019. It is now Monday. It's the start of a brand new week, or even a D on the end of that word, brand, as well. So this brand new week, hopefully it's going to be good for all of you. Of course, it's at the end of the day what we make it, and it's going to be good. I have that feeling. So watch this space. Whatever you're up to, people, brilliant police action and no one got killed. It was action-packed. I'll have to check out the news sources there, Mary, and see what you're on about. I'm usually quite good at that, but this, with all this stuff of us leaving Europe, I've just had to switch off, from being as actively in touch with the news, and it's good as well. There's a radio station that I've listened to for a long time. Mary, you remember we've had this conversation before here, LBC, but not just every hour now, repeating the same topic over and over again, and then in 4 hours' time, it's the same topic but with a different presenter. Yeah. And they just cycle this stuff around from hour to hour for at least 24 hours. Boring isn't the word. It really isn't. Bollocks might be, but not boring. And yeah, I've given up listening to that sort of stuff now, because at the end of the day, we've got to walk through our own lives apparently and make the best that we can, and why not? Orange Crush is a soda out here. Right, Patty. Okay. Patty, what have you been doing for the last 11 minutes since we asked about that comment that you'd made? Goodness me. Sounds exciting, Mary. Yeah, well, I don't know about exciting, Mary, but Brenda thinks it's exciting, but well, I'll check it out and let you guys and girls know. As one thing I did hear on the radio over the weekend was someone saying how you just don't get it in the United States, Ameriski. You do not get it how our police officers over here manage to do their job as efficiently as they do, and they're not armed. They don't. The average police officer does not walk around and drive around with a firearm in their possession. 3 guys robbery with knives. Police set up a stinger. Robbers crashed into car. Got guns at their car window. Oh, right. Yes, I don't think I heard about that. You know, the radio is usually on when I'm working and stuff in the background. I may have heard it maybe when I was waking up, you know, because I wake up to the radio being on as well. And yeah, sometimes when you're sort of in that sort of sleepy state, just started to wake up, you hear little sound bites, and then suddenly in the daytime I'll hear that story and I'll be like, oh, that's what I heard, but that's right, I did hear that when I was waking up. Yeah. These were armed, says Mary. Yes, I got that. I will definitely check into the news channels and sources when I can. I don't think it's going to be right now after this broadcast, however much I want to. You might even have to remind me next time we're here together, because I've got so much to do that unless it affects me directly, I don't want to sound rude when I say I'm not interested, but I don't need to, obviously, you know, have a look. It's a bit like, yeah, you know, the essential stuff. I really have, you know, the amount of stuff to do in the time scale and time frame. There's loads. It'll be Christmas before we know it, and Halloween, and firework night, and New Year. And yeah, there you go. Good night, Patty. Good night, Brenda. Good night, Mary. Good night is what Rosie Samantha's already having. And Rose Diva Dwarf is also somewhere else, probably having a good night and rest, and etc. etc. Jeff, don't know where Jeff disappeared to. How disgraceful, Jeff. Disappeared off of Periscope after all of that. In fact, that's an interesting point, isn't it? Those that were interacting on Periscope, even, that they kind of, yeah, they let themselves down. They let everything down. Well, I hope you didn't let your pants down there, Jeff. But anyway, just saying. But they disappeared. Goodness me. Certainly, Rosie, Samantha, and Jeff. Right, I feel like this is never going to end if I don't just say, you know what? It's ended. So I'm going to do that right now. Yes, it is going to be a good night when it comes for everyone else. For me, Jeff, you're there. Yeah, you've gone over to YouTubeals. Been very quiet there, dear boy. But there's a really good comment that will stick with me. Not that I didn't know. It's a very good reminder, though, particularly now someone else has brought it up and reminded me that the one thing you can't do with other platforms so easily, but you can with Periscope, is minimize it and still listen to the broadcast. Yeah, you can do that with YouTube, but you've got to subscribe to it and pay for that version and facility. Yeah, so it's good that we're broadcasting on various platforms, isn't it, guys and girls? There you go. That's another reason why we want to broadcast simultaneously. So again, good day, good afternoon, good morning, good night, whatever time you're watching, live now or on the replay. Thanks for being there, everyone. And plenty more to catch up with soon. And the competition, I really do want to help you guys and girls out, basically by giving the answer and moving on. But we're not going to do that. We're going to stick with it just for a little bit longer. At least till 2020. What do you think? Yeah. We'll see. Sleep well, Martin. Sweet dreams, says Brenda. I absolutely will when I've finished my work. In the meantime, though, everyone, again, I am going to press the magic button and hopefully the music will play as it's supposed to, and it'll end, and that'll be it. So thank you very much, everyone, and have a great start to the brand new week ahead, and stay warm because it's certainly getting chilly here in England, that's for sure. Bye-bye for now.